Alrighty, hello everyone, Badmaster47 and welcome back to another episode of Updating the Rockfire Explosion in Minecraft. We're going from the top today, so that's how you know it's going to be a good episode. I messed with this off camera. Hold on, I gotta... Oh. Cheryl, turn fog on, bloom, resolution. Alright, that's better. That's what we're used to. You can see that, like, as soon as I went into the shadow, just... It was spooky. Spooky. Oh, my buddy texted me. Hold on. Yeah, I was so prepared for this. You guys have no idea. Was not prepared for this whatsoever. Okay. Ooh, I almost knocked over my drink. That would have been bad. Alrighty. So, last episode, guys, of this, we completed all the pixel art, all the backdrops and the signs, and you guys can see the beautiful Rockfire sign back there. Ooh, so pretty. Lovely. So today, we were in phase 2, if you will. Basically, I've split up everything we need to do left in phases for us. So, like, phase 1 was basic backdrops and stuff, was the backdrops. Phase 2, which is fix everything, build the lights, the Rockfire sign, everything in between there. And phase 3 is fixing little bits of issues. Yes, we're gonna finally fix Looney Bird. Is fixing whatever issues we have with the characters, such as Beach Bear and Billy Bob. I need to move their guitars back. I need to fix their arm a little bit. It's a little off. And I also, Looney Bird's a big one. We need to make Looney Bird taller. And let's see what else is there. Prop characters. Yes, we gotta build the prop characters, such as the owl, the frog, which we are adding the owl. You guys are welcome. Then we gotta build the prop characters, such as sun, moon, the sun, the moon, Antioch Choo Choo. And then after all that's said and done, we're finally moving on to cosmetics. So, yeah, we got quite the journey for us. This phase won't take nearly as long as pixel art, but I think first things first, we fix Looney Bird. All right, so my plan here is just run right into the backdrop of that. Okay, how tall is this setup? Okay, that's about where we need it. It's actually exactly what we need. Okay, so we're going to take the, grab our... So these fixes shouldn't take more than a couple minutes for each. I have, the wood, the thing, because I was doing the moving series last episode. Which, go check that out if you guys haven't. Okay. Alright, this is going to be a bit of a pain because I'm going to have to completely overhaul Looney Bird. Like, the barrel's going to be... We're going to have to completely redo the barrel. We're going to have to... completely redo a lot of this. So, it'll be fairly interesting. Hello, everybody in the chat. I didn't get to say hi to because I was rambling. I do apologize for that. Go back through chat real quick. Be same height as Billy Bob's guitar. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm looking at an image. No, my mistake was when I built this was the fact I didn't... Alright, that looks lined up to me. No, it was the fact I didn't, 21 by 21's probably... Actually, it might be perfect. Well, it's perfect for the, Okay, just two lugs more back. Perfect on the width, though. Not gonna see that happen too much. Alright, I'm gonna go 32 blocks tall. Oh, even more than that. Lovely. We need, what, 1, 2, 3, and 4 more blocks. Lovely. Anyway, I am going to, read chat, I think. Got, seen somebody else come in. Primestone came in. Nice to see you. Go up. I can't spell. Looney head, I think. Alright. That's going to be a pain in the butt to put back into place, but at least we don't have to rebuild the whole thing. That's the important thing. I think we're going to go behind the gas pump. Yeah. Alright. Lovely. Alright, this needs to go up... $185. Okay, it needs to be there. I don't know how far back this needs to go. I'll go 32. Oh, way too much. Way too much. How's 23 looking? 24. Okay, it's 26. I need to go. Because the, it would be 25, but... Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Okay, I'm so smart. So we're gonna try 25 here and see what happens. Okay, I need 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. Okay, I'm going to go 31, and I'll just add the details afterwards. All right, time for the fun bit. I'm going to go 43 blocks tall. Not even. Wow. Forty-four, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61, 2, and 3. Lovely. I was just 20 blocks off, you know. Not much. Okay, this is going to be... What? What? I'll go lift mech, I think. What? Do you want attention? What do you want? What do you want? It's okay. You're fine. My cat does this thing where she lays... I'm petting the cat real quick. You're fine. I'm just... She does this thing where she'll lay... You're gonna fall off the bed. And I'm gonna laugh. She'll lay on her side, and she'll stretch her body outside, and I'll just, like, pet the whole length of her. Your pain. Your pain. I can't do anything with you around. Okay, you got pets. Darn it. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. So we got Lift Mac here. Okay, so the idea, or the theory, because it's just a theory, a game theory. Roll the credits. But, the idea here is that this is the same width, and I don't even think that's remotely true, looking at it here. Okay, I'm slightly worried. Okay, remember what I saved this under. Okay, a Pluney head. Okay, you guys remember that for me. Alright, lift mech. Oh, good lord. Okay. Okay, no, it is the same width. It's just a lot frickin' taller. And it will go at the back. Okay. Well, if that's the case, let me just put it here, and we'll go from there. That sound like a plan, guys? I think it sounds like a plan. Alright, let's get our lift mech in here. Alright, guys, say goodbye to the old Looney Bird mech for just a little bit. I just gotta remember to put this cylinder back. Alright, here we go. Oh, no, going back now. Oh, no. Oh, Looney Bird's head is just poking out. Oh, that's kind of morbid. Kind of cool, but kind of morbid. Okay. Right. Okay, I need this, and the cylinders, which, of course, I don't have any clay. Why would I have any in the lift itself? No. Okay. Grab some clay to make that cylinder. And I know that the actual cylinder obviously isn't made out of clay. I'm just using clay because the cylinder in question is like a light gray color. And then 5. Okay. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. Need that too. Hello. Okay. So this cylinder retracts. This does not. It retracts to make Looney Bird turn towards Billy Bob. That makes sense. I realize now I have clay over there. So now we're just going to take this, build this out as a little platform. Okay, technically it looks like that. Okay, I don't actually have any more cylinders. I sold them all in my collections. Unfortunately, but it's okay. Alright, I just gotta remember to do the airlines, like, redo the airlines, which is gonna suck, but that's okay. Alright, what can we save from the barrel? We're gonna have to completely rebuild the barrel. It's gonna be a really tall barrel, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, it's good we actually still have this, because I can figure this out. Okay, so we take where it ends off there. We go up a block. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 over. Okay, which means we're going to come up here and do the same thing. Okay, wherever this ends, go up a block. 8, 9. Okay, now I take this and I go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Alright, now if we did everything right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright. Moment of truth. If this actually worked. Okay, hold on. We have a whole head and plus some we need to get rid of real quick, so just okay, is this placed in the right spot? Oh, well. Okay. Is this in the right spot? Oh, I see. I cut off the side of the head a little bit. Okay, well that's okay. I could just rebuild that bit. It's no biggie, I think. So these come out one more. I'm not actually sure what I'm doing, guys. Okay, that comes out to this far. Bear with me, guys. I didn't think this was going to take as much brain power as what it it's taking right now. Okay, and then that'll go down to the height of the second one. Why are there two? Did I add a second one? I can't tell. There probably is two. Okay, so that goes down to the height of the second one. Alright, then she starts curving inwards. Go one, two, okay. Pretty simple. I do say so myself. We'll go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to grab Alright, don't worry guys. It is just going, this whole stream is pretty much going to be this. So just bear with it, I guess. It'll be okay. We'll get to the fun stuff here soon. 2, and then we got 3. Okay, now that we have, I think, everything in place, this gets to go now. So say goodbye to the old Looney Bird head and mech and everything in between. Don't worry, the next thing we do is going to be a lot easier. And that being, we need to fix Looney Bird, or not Looney Bird, yeah, got Looney Bird on the brain. Fix Billy Bob and Peach Bear's guitar mechs. And what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is we need to fix it. Oh, that's fine. This would be so much easier and I think quicker in real life. You just have to like unscrew 2 bolts, maybe take a spring. Like, you just have to unscrew a couple bolts. You wouldn't have to, you know, destroy all this manually by hand. Like we are now, of course. I gotta rebuild the barrel. You'll never tell. Great. Ah, oh, crap. I forgot about the barrel. Okay. The barrel, was perfect in my opinion, but of course Looney Bird had to have a late growth spurt. I used to be really short. Like I was the 3rd shortest kid in my class. The only 2 people shorter than me was one other dude and this one girl. I was the 3rd shortest. I had a growth spurt. Boom, I was the tallest for like not that long, and then everybody else. So if you guys are short, here's some words of encouragement for you. If you guys are short and you guys know you're not going to have any more growth spurts, well, I would not invest in a top shelf. I'm just figure we should probably get that one out there. Okay, take the eyes out. Eyes and eyelids alike. It's gonna be fun when we concept unification this, because it's really not like changing the mechanics of the character. It's really just take cosmetics off the character, take the characters off the stage, re-carpet the stage, move characters to new place. And yeah, move characters to new places. And gee, I guess what else is there? And a cosmetic the characters. Like it's really nothing. It won't be as difficult as this, I don't think, because we're just taking what we already have and making something new out of it. I'm gonna eat these words later, aren't I? Oh, most definitely I will. Alrighty. So yeah, I've been excited for this phase, like, and I think a lot of you guys have been too, like this one in particular, because it's the cosmetic phase, you know, this is where we, finally finish the stage, it's finally gonna be over. And, you know, it's it's gonna be a little bit sad when it's over. I'm quite happy that it's going to be over because that means I can finally move into bigger and better project or other projects. I can't promise they're going to be bigger and better than this. This is kind of the I think going to be the crown jewel of the world for quite a while. Simply just because of the fact, it is a very near one-to-one of the Rockfire explosion. Alright, just go destroy this stage light that came with it. And who knows what we're going to do with these updated characters. We might... Who knows what we're going to do with them when we're, years from now. We do anything with these characters. We could do a history of every location's CEC stage. That would be, like, terrible. Okay, so the plan here is we're going to take what we have, barrel-wise. Okay. So the old mech fits in the barrel. That's good to know. So I'm going to take this bottom ring off the barrel. Because the barrel now has to be much, much taller. We might be able to get away with a considerable amount of this sticking out the back of it. Because I don't really want to reshape this barrel, because I think it's good how it is. Okay, I'm going to have to... Great, I'm going to have to scooch back. Ah, lovely. But I really don't think we're going to have to. Like, we could do so much with this Rockfire Explosion when it's done. I could build other people's Rockfire stages. I could build, like, Jack Turner's stage, the Billy Bob's Wonderland stage, the Gulliver stages. Hello, I did see someone else pop in chat, but there is so much we could do with this. Granted, I think the Gulliver stages are going to be terrible to do because, well, not terrible, but just because I don't believe there's as much reference images on masks as there is, obviously, with the Rockfire Explosion. The regular Rockfire Explosion, I mean. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So do the 3 in the middle, 1, 2, 3, and we do 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of this wall bit here, or this side of it. And hopefully by the end of okay, lovely. All right, so then that goes 3, 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so 3, 2, 2, 1, 2. And it goes out, or 2, 1, 2, 2, somewhere right here. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks from that. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm a block off. What to make in Minecraft? You should build a... You should build the entire maze from the arcade game Pac-Man. Like a top-down view with pixel art ghosts and stuff. Clearly a very unbiased opinion. You should do a giant arcade cabinet. That would take quite a while. Like, updated Rockfire scale arcade cabinet. Whoops, I just put a hole in that. That way, if... Are you the person who's building the giant... The other Rockfire stage? I'm not... I don't really remember if that was you or if that was a different viewer. Okay, you should build a... like, start building a showroom for them. Like, and then, like, if you keep working on that, here's something I wish we would have done with the first Rockfire was actually, like, build a showroom. Duke has body, no arms. Sounds about right. My Duke had arms but no body for a while. I wasn't happy with a shape of body, so we eventually, like, it took us 3 or 4 tries just to build Duke's body. Yeah, you should start building like walls around the stage, like like a dining room, a showroom in front with tables. Eventually, you're gonna have a full blown showbiz pizza by the time you're done. Not perfect, but it's a thought. Program the lights. Always nice. Nice plan. I think that's what Crazy's idea is for this stage, is to be able to program the lights. Something like that, I think he said. I think this is the fifth time we've built this barrel. Like, me and this barrel have a history. It's about we didn't make it out of wool. I could have burned it. Oh well, too late now. Heartaches. Good choice. A lot of people like the older showbiz shows like Heartaches, and they're really good shows. Don't get me wrong. But myself, I do quite like the older shows. What's y'all's favorite showbiz Rockfire show tape? Or I guess show. Segment? The tough one for me. But I do like I like the older shows. Not the Cyberstar ones, but the older ones where the character... Because like the very first one with Heartaches and that's a good show. For the time, but like the older ones, like the 83 shows, like some of those, like the Magic tape, the Country tape, like the Country tape, the trying to think of other ones. Magic Night, Abbey Road is really good. But like the whole thing is like that first tape is like Country 2. Isn't Country 2 the one where they were like they couldn't think of a theme for the show and it was like, wait a minute, we're just pretty much doing another country one. Wasn't that the whole like gimmick of it, if you will? I thought so. Like they were like, what's going to be the theme? And Beach Boys like, no theme, and then they just start playing country songs. But yeah, I like the other show tapes because they actually give the characters some like character development, and they actually like go in with their characters a lot more. Like instead of the first tape, which isn't bad, but they really just, I don't know, they don't capture the magic of the Rockfire or the full potential of it, a Rockfire stage, quite like the older tapes do, where like everybody's talking to each other and they're interacting instead of them just playing music, which is really what. Is there footage of the Wolfpack 5? Yeah, there's footage of the Wolfpack 5. Actually, if you go on YouTube, you could find the entire showbiz. Like, if you look up Wolfpack 5 show tape on YouTube, you can get the entire, like, all the songs the Wolfpack 5 played at Showbiz. Like, the entire Showbiz Pizza Place Wolfpack 5 tape. And I'm sure you can also find, like, stuff without, like, just audio without the footage, but like there's full footage of the Wolfpack 5 performing at Showbiz. Wolfpack 5. I don't know how well that's going to work, but alrighty. Face Mech, it's so weird. I have not. Well, I think I've seen it before. I've definitely probably seen it. But to come to mind, like the entire Wolfpack 5 mechs were a little bit off just because of the whole thing. Like they all have, like they don't have body shells. Well, they do, but the cylinders are just mounted straight to the body shells. Like they don't have an internal. They don't have an internal mech like the Rockafire and shows after it would. Actually, I'm not sure if the Hard Luck Bears had it either. But I think it's just the whole thing of like them not having internal mechs. I'm like, it's just the body. For one, that's kind of how we built the original. How I built my original Rockfire stages. I just built body up. I didn't build. I didn't build a skeleton first, like how I did with this. I thought so, but yeah, you could tell they were still trying to find an efficient way of how to build these characters. Because, like, okay, do we just. And clearly, the way they were doing it wasn't efficient, that, they switched it. The best part is the fact we're building up the barrel walls, and the fact that we're going to have to do the exact same thing again. Oh, that's not right. Oh, that's really not right. Okay, my theory is here. Okay, I have a theory. I don't know if it's going to be correct. For the mech face, what are you building? Which character are you building? For any, like, metal Wolfman, for any, like, metal bits, I would go with the Lycroy Concrete. I just think it looks the best. For what you're going for. For any of these characters, honestly. For the... I don't know what I would use for the body shell. Like, I used the colors the body shells are, and that's white. But the only problem with the Wolfpack 5 is they're old. They probably were white at some point. And then for like cylinders and stuff, like if you don't want anything to, if you don't want the colors to blend in and actually like kind of how I did with like the cylinders gray and the mechs gray, I went with um, a different block to signify it being a different thing. If that helps whatsoever. I guess that's the only real like bit of builder's advice I can give is don't make everything the same color as it's going to all blend in together. And then you won't be able to tell what's what. Okay, I'm starting to see something. I'm pretty sure I built the Looney Bird mech first. And then with the sun and the moon, I just built the same thing but bigger. Taller, I should say. Because I'm starting to see the fact that this barrel You're okay. I think my cat was having a nightmare. Alright. Kitty. Um, yeah. Okay, so we're going to do something like that. Alright, so let me build the first lip around the thing. And figure out how tall this section of the barrel is. Up into the first ring. Because I do still want to use the same. I won't be able to use the same insignia on the front because it won't work. Great, I'm going to have to redesign the whole thing. Lovely. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. I guess this part of the barrel isn't as tall. So what I'm going to do is, here's how we're going to do this. I know, it's going to be a genius idea. We go up to here. This might look really good or it might look really dumb. I'm hoping for the good. This is also going to need... I'm going to have to redo this. Of course I am. And I think I'm going to have to redo that, which is lovely. I can keep the campfire, at least. I'm just going to have to move the still up. Okay, so we do... This is going to be the top of the barrel. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Is that going to look stupid? Okay, I'm going to move this. I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to move the lip down. Okay, 3 block gap. Oh, like so. Alright, let's try this again. Copper look good for the eye holder thing. I don't always use wax copper, else it'll oxidize and turn blue. But yeah, I would go with that. Why? I don't know why I always use copper for that, but it works, right? So I made a purchase the other day, or yesterday, and it was... I was on Facebook Marketplace, and I was looking for Pokemon cards, because if you guys don't know, I'm kind of a fan of Pokemon. I'm not like a serious collector of the cards. I would like to play some of the actual games on the channel if you guys would be interested in that. But regardless, so there's this a set that came out a couple years ago, 151, which is probably the most hyped set in quite a while. Regardless, I started the daunting task way too late into the series, into the set's runtime. Like, way too late. Like, the series was already done, out of print, and I was just picking off what my local game store had left pack-wise. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for a master set, which, if you guys don't know, that's getting every regular card, reverse holo card, everything in the set, pretty much. Which is all fine and dandy, except for the fact the set is no longer being made. So you guys may be wondering, pack, and the individual card packs are like $20 a pop. Like, it is nuts how expensive. No, I don't know values. I mean, I just look up what the cards are worth. So regardless, the actual, like, if you want to get a pack of 151, you're looking at $20 just for the pack. Keep in mind the little booster boxes, which were like 6 packs in this little, like, box you carry your cards in. Those were $20 to $30 when the set was being produced. So, thank you, scalpers. You've ruined another good thing for us. So, and there's various, like, boxes you get. Like, if you guys are familiar with Pokemon, they usually do, like, they pick a Pokemon from the set, like a more popular one, and then they make a box set off it, like, where they'll put in, like, a promotional card, a, like, couple packs, maybe something else. Then you have the ETBs, or the Elite Trainer boxes, where it's, again, themed after a Pokemon in that set. I'll give you guys the whole Pokemon rundown on a Rockfire stream, where it is a guide to every card. There's a guide to every card that's in that set. There's, what else is in there? There's a, like, 8 to 10 packs in there. Couple stuff to actually play the actual card game, which I don't think really anyone does anymore. Which kind of sucks, but, you know, whatever. I don't play the card game. I collect the cards, but I don't. And then for 151, they had a thing called the Ultra Premium Collection, which is a bunch more stuff, and it has promotional cards with it, which I consider to be part of the set. So, that was unfortunately the one box set, I guess, if you will, I did not get my hands on. So, and unfortunately for me, that Ultra Premium Collection, it was like $100-something bucks, maybe a little bit more, maybe it was 150 when it was being sold, which I should have got my hands on one because there was one sitting at said game store before I got on their shelves for only like 150 bucks before I got into the set. And then as soon as I did, somebody else bought it, which of course is just my luck. However, that same premium collection, this is all relevant to our story, by the way. So that same premium collection is now $600 if you want to buy it new. Again, thank you, scalpers. Scalpers are terrible people. People who buy the stuff and then sell it at a higher price because I don't have $600 to throw around. Let's start with that one. For a video, I would maybe do it. But I only need like 3 or 4 cards left in that set to consider it a full master set. Which is great. You know, I'm actually really proud of it. Okay, a Pokemon card pack is only worth like $5. The fact the set is now worth $20 kind of irks my nerves a little bit. But what are you gonna do? So, I was on Facebook Marketplace and I'm looking for anybody who's selling like packs maybe at a good price, maybe the individual cards at a good price. Of course, I still need the $300 Charizard from my binder. and I got this ad for this card shop. And I looked, and they had 151, like, for what it was market price when it came out. So I'm like, this is probably a scam. So I was like, it's probably not a good idea. I probably shouldn't buy this. So before I did anything, I looked it up online, and the shop that I bought it from has nearly 5-star reviews. I'm not going to reveal what this shop was because I don't want you guys, like, I'm going to wait for this stuff to come in. I might do a video about it. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is just in case. Like, I do not want anyone to get scammed by it. So needless to say, I did the smart financial decision here. So regardless, if I get scammed, it's gonna kind of be kind of funny, honestly. And I used PayPal, so of course they will give me my money back, at least if it was a scam. So I have a little bit of insurance there, if you will. So I purchased it, and they said, we'll give you an email when it confirms. Like, not even a minute later, I got an email saying, oh, your order was confirmed. I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. And just today, I got a email saying it's out for delivery, so I don't know. I'm actually kind of nervous about this one. Because if it's legit, then you guys are going to see probably a lot more Pokemon card. I'd like to bring back my Friday morning Pokemon card pack openings, if you guys remember those. So if it's legit, this is going to be pretty cool. I'm going to be very happy. But again, if it's you guys will be the first to know what the heck's going on. Obviously. How much more of this barrel do I have to do? Oh god, it doesn't end. It just doesn't end. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the front of this barrel. How long have we been going for already? Over an hour, great. Okay. It's already 250? Oh boy. Okay, okay, I have like 30 minutes left. Yay. Streaming wise. Probably less than that. Whoopee. Okay, so I'm gonna try to speedrun this. So if we can just get Looney Bird in the barrel done, this episode I'll be happy. Next episode we'll fix Beach Bear's. Beach Bear and Billy Bob's arms are off. I do want to fix those before we do anything. And I don't think there's anything else to worry about after that. Yeah, put on some Dream Speedrun music, yeah. I'm hoping Looney Bird looks a lot better. Whoops. Welcome back to another episode of Pat Gets Scammed out of $50. Okay, needless to say, I bought the Ultra Premium Collection because that's the one I still need. I still haven't done anything with, and I bought a couple, like, individual packs. In total, I think it was like $150. I'm hoping it was legit, because if it wasn't, I might cry. But I would get my money back, so I have that going for me. I know, I make poor financial decisions. Very poor financial decisions. I'm not going to be able to do the one thing I wanted to do today. So I know a guy. So on top of the Pokemon, I also, on all my years spent over 7K Roblox. Yeah, that's one of my viewers right there. That's great. I don't think I've spent that much. I spent quite a bit on Minecraft. Just for different items for skins, because I was doing something with the skins, which I do want to do in the future. Life is life, of course. Aeron Boomerang. Those were the days. I have Pokemon VHS tapes from like the first season. I was going through Walmart, actually. Sorry. And they have a full box set of the entire first and probably second season of the Pokemon anime. And I bought it, of course. I have it sitting right here because the anime is one thing I do want to get into. Heck yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Boomerang was a weird channel. By the way, Primestone, if you are still here, genuine question for you. Will you be attending this year's BillyCon? In July. So watch me get scammed. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. The whole point of that story. BillyCon? Yeah, BillyCon. The Rockfire Explosion. Billy Bob's Wonderland. They do a convention every year. I went last year. It was very fun. I'm going to actually do some content on it this year. Because last year I didn't. I did a couple live streams at the shows. But I was so busy with, like, people checking out the Live in Sweden, so probably not, unless you fly over. Yeah. I'll be going to BillyCon. I quite enjoyed last year. I'll have to actually do some content for you guys. Some more content at least this year, because last year I went and I was so busy with people. Like, and I didn't have a reliable camera. I have a reliable camera. It's what we filmed the movie on, which I'm so excited for you guys to see. It's gonna be great. Tis going to be a nice little movie. I should have his character. I used to, like now, like as a fan of this, in this community, like I would not want to own my own character. Especially now considering like how many simulators are out there, like Retromation and other mods of that. It's pretty much you have a rockfire explosion in your house. Not as impressive as the real thing. But I would so much rather spend a couple hundred on a good PC that can run it rather than a couple thousand on a character that you need to do maintenance on every few months. I mean, no, I'm not saying, don't go for it. I'm just saying, personally, myself, I personally, I would not want to do that because, one, everything in this fandom is stupidly expensive. Now, like a single character is going to run you like $10,000. The whole show is going to be like $100,000. Like everything is just so expensive in this community because everybody got into it, which was good for the fandom because it brings more awareness, if you like public awareness to stuff like this, which is great. But at the same time, everything people like want to sell collection wise is now really expensive. That's why I collect, and I sell pieces at what I think they should be sold at. Like I sold cylinders for, it was $25 a pop, but if you try to buy a cylinder now, you're looking at like $60. Like it is like if you have proof that that item was used on a Rockfire show or CEC show, like somebody was selling Pasquale's mustache, like a cyberamic mustache for Pasquale for like $5,000 on eBay. It's like, who would pay that? I did not have a character, no. I bought, it was a lot of items. I collect I more collect documents, like I have a character ordering sheet, like a walk around character parts ordering sheet from the 90s. I have a fire safety sheet from the 90s. Go check out the live stream I did not too long ago, where I went over everything I have. I don't like to collect character parts because they're so expensive. And because everybody wants them. Like cups I have. Like various stuff. Like there was some guy was selling a bit of like carpet from a stage, a CEC stage. And it was like an inch by inch, like maybe 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch, like square of carpet. And it was like $50. I'm like, dude, nobody's paying that amount for something like that. And I think it sold like not even 2 days later. I'm like, really? Like there's only a handful of people on eBay that a handful of people that I've bought off of that I felt like it was actually a good deal for something like I really wanted. Like that huge bulk lot I got was one of them. I almost got another lot, but I was robbed last second, literally. Because my internet wasn't quick enough to snag it. But it's okay. I bid an amount, and then like 1 second later, a guy bid the same amount and won. No, I got it the second later. Like he bid it first, and then a second later I bid it, and he won because of that. I'm like, really? And it was a lot of stuff too. Like it was like we may have only like tried to. I think it was like 300. I got it. We got it too. And I was like, I am so screwed if I win this. I didn't win, and I was kind of sad about it. Alright, guys, I am quite literally out of time now. As much as I'd like to finish the barrel and everything, I do not have time, like right at this moment, to do that. But I think you guys can see Looney Bird looks a lot better. Why is the barrel so thin? It's on a diet. Because I actually don't think I have room on the stage. But anyway, guys, that is all the time I have for today. In the next episode, we will continue work on that. We get to fix Billy Bob, fix Beach Bear, and then I think that part, the actual like fixing characters, is done. I want to say at least. So anyway, I do hope you all enjoyed, and I will see all of you in the next episode. He already looks a lot better. Bye bye.